Hello, my little chicken nuggets. It's been a while. I'm not gonna go into why I've been turtling, but I'm back, and I'm sick of always feeling like I have to spend tons of money to make a video. So I thought, hey, let's make the ultimate drugstore makeup kit. And also along the way, it'll be some really good recommendations for what I think are some of the best products at the drugstore. And if I were starting over, what I would go out and buy. If you don't know my face, I'm Bethany. I am rapidly approaching 50, and it is my job here on the YouTubes to share with you my nearly 30 years of experience in the beauty space to help you feel like you're most beautiful, whatever that looks like. Whether that's fresh face or full glam, whatever makes you feel confident, I want to do what I can to help you feel that way. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so I thought about it. Here's our little basket. We're setting it right there. You have to have an SPF. I don't care what kind. This is the BRA. I get it on Amazon, but CeraVe, there's lots of good ones at the drugstore. But put some of this on. You need a lot. A lot of people don't use enough. It will soak in, I promise. Tops of your ears is a very common place for skin cancer. My skin is going through it, y'all. Haven't been blessed with perimenopause or menopause yet. God, you're lucky. So this is where you would put on your moisturizer, but this is enough moisture for me. This is the NYX Plump Right Back Primer, and this is basically skincare in a primer. Pump and a half, and this goes in our kit. I like it because it doesn't have that icky, gross feel a lot of primers have. And it does kind of have a gripping effect. Let me zoom you in and we'll do brows. For pencil, I chose the LA Girl Shady Slim brow pencil. To me, this is just the perfect mix between creamy and firm. And if you don't have a lot of if you have a lot of brows, this is actually all you're gonna need. Great. This one's brunette and it's a great neutral color. Not too orange, just nice neutral brown. I shape my brows, and I do have brow tutorials on this channel if you need to know how I go from nothing to having some. But basically with this, I just put down a shadow of a shape. But this video is not a tutorial, it's just showing you a little bit of how each performs on me anyway. Okay, so that's going in our kit. Brow gel. Well, let's go ahead and talk about both. Brow gel and brow pens, I gotta give it to NYX. The Thick It, Stick It brow gel, even if you have the thickest eyebrows, it's gonna hold them up. And then the brow pen, these last forever. I've had the high-end Urban Decay brow blade. These last 3 times as long, so definitely recommend. I do use a lighter shade and a darker shade just to give it dimension. It makes them look more natural. Yeah, so the next thing I do after my pencil, I throw the gel on to hold them in place, and then I go in and define them with the pen. Go against the hair first, and as it dries, it gets more tacky. So after I've gone against the grain, or against the hair growth, I go with it, and those suckers just stay right in place, but it doesn't get like hard. Into our kit, I take my lighter shade and just define. I start in the middle, work out, and it just creates those hair-like strokes, and I love it. It doesn't give you too much product. You have time to wipe it away. Okay, so these go in the kit. For a drugstore eye primer, this is the Revolution Super Base. It does have a little doe foot. Grab my little brush and carve out my brows first. I like this because it's thin, doesn't accentuate texture if you have more mature eyes. It really does make the shadow pop and help with longevity. I tend to have oily lids from time to time, especially in the summer, and this kind of helps with that as well. Bigger brush and apply that everywhere. Okay, yay! So that is the Super Base. Now let's talk about my favorite drugstore shadows and what we want to put in this kit. I'm going to recommend 3 brands. First one has my favorite drugstore shimmers, and that is Flower Beauty. And I have the Charlie's Angel palette. Looks like a little DVD case. But this has the most beautiful shimmers. They can't be beat when it comes to drugstore. I mean, they look high-end. So that would be my pick for shimmers. Their mattes are good too, don't get me wrong. The palettes can just be a little hard to find. And then the other 2 brands I have for you are going to be e.l.f. or LA Girl. These are great choices too. We have really pretty shimmers from e.l.f. Really good mattes. LA Girl is more chunky and metallic, but absolutely gorgeous. Love the mattes in here too. So I think what I'll do, I'm going to use the LA Girl mattes, I think, and the Flower shimmers. So zoom in a little. Okay. Actually, I'm going to use this Dijon color from e.l.f. So I want to do like a gold and purple sort of. Really like these. They're not powdery, especially if you're using a base. So yeah, very pigmented, not patchy. Now I'm gonna take this purple called Face Buns. Y'all don't look at my nails. I've got paint all over them. Just doing a real simple look. Nothing over the top. Well, simple for me. Okay, I'm gonna use After Party. Okay, so for me, my ultimate drugstore kit is not complete without the NYX glitter glue. I'm gonna put a little bit of that on, and I always use glitter glue. It's just, I don't know, it helps the glitter stay, or it helps the shimmers stay vibrant. It helps them keep their shine all day. I just have to use it. So for the outside corner, I'm gonna use this Journey. Just keeping it to like this outer third. And then I'm gonna take this beautiful Starfish shade from the Flower Beauty palette. And Flower actually makes all shimmer palettes. I'll link them below, and they are amazing. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. Love their formula. There's just no other drugstore shimmer that compares, in my opinion. I love that. Okay, now I'm just gonna reinforce that outer corner a little bit. Okay, while we're here, let's talk about eyeliner. And I will show you my 2 favorites. We have the NYX Epic Ink liner. Super duper fine tip. It's perfect. I love this liner so much. But an honorable mention goes to the AF94 Backline Liquid Liner. And these you can get at Walmart or now Ulta, I believe. This is Halsey's drugstore brand. So she has About Face, but then she has this one. And this is, like, it's a toss-up really between the NYX. But this is cheaper and it is equally as good. Now, I'm normally not a felt tip girl, but look at how flexible that is. and you can get the tiniest little line, and the formulas are really good. I love this stuff, and I actually love them so much. I have 3 colors. I have black, brown, and blue. Let me show you the blue. It's like a midnight color. There's the blue. See, it's very deep. They do wear a long time, but they're not waterproof. So if you're looking for waterproof, go with the Epic Ink. I think a lot of people know about these, but I don't think enough people know about these. So I'm going to use this one today and just show you. I love this one because you can get it right up in the corner. That's how thin that is. And of course it transferred because of my hooded ass eyes. I find that a lot of with these like well liners, they can like dry out as you're trying to use them, and this doesn't do that. It's just such a good formula. So you can get as thin or as thick as you want. Okay, so that's going in the kit. Let's go ahead and one more. Pencil liners, and it has to go to LA Girl and Wet n Wild. Gotta be LA Girl and Wet n Wild for pencil liners. Especially the LA Girl, they last forever in the waterline. I'm gonna throw a little of this orange on and then the yellow over it. Kind of get a little bit of a muted yellow. They're just so good. They last so long. Perfect. I have every color of those LA Girl ones, and they're only like $3.99, $4.99. Can't beat them. Alright, I think we can come back to the eyes, but let's move on to foundation. Okay, I'm gonna recommend 3 for you. This is the new version of the Revlon Color Stay Longwear Makeup. This is for normal to dry, but I have combo and it works perfect for me. It does have SPF 20. So you're getting a little extra on top of your SPF. This has a natural finish. Here we have the NYX Bare With Me Blur Foundation. This is a medium coverage, and this has a matte finish. And then we have the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Foundation Plus Concealer. And this says it's for all skin types. And I have combo skin, and I love this. This has really good coverage, but it doesn't look cakey. Yeah, this is one of my favorites, especially for summer. So those are going to be my top picks. Sorry about the mess. I do use them. But I'm actually going to go with the Physicians Formula today. I am going to use my foundation brush and my Shop Miss A sponge. If you're not using these, immediately get on Amazon and order them. I hear Toulouse barking. I like the coverage this gives without being cakey. I actually heard about this one from Taylor Wynn. So there we go. Fresh, healthy looking, a little bit glowy. Nice, solid, high, medium coverage, I'd say. But you can build it up. Let's put her in the kit. Oh my gosh, Toulouse is losing his mind out there. Hold on. I got a snort table, and yes I do! I'm gonna snort in the microphone. Toulouse! Snort if you want to get down. Okay. Puppy break. Okay, let's move on to concealer. Concealers. So we have 2 from NYX actually. The Born to Glow, love it. And actually the Butter Glow concealer, which is the same line as the Butter Believe It, is a great concealer as well. And then this is fairly new, but I actually really like it. And if you like a stick concealer, it's a little more emollient. These are really, really good. And I think though today, I think I'm going to go with the Born to Glow today. But any of these would be a great choice. This one's very thin, so it's kind of hard to go overboard with it. And it is a radiant concealer, so for us over 40 gals, it's not gonna accentuate fine lines. It's also very brightening, and I use too much, but that's why I go in with the sponge afterwards to kind of pull some off. Okie doke, almost out of that, so this goes in the kit. Now, if you've watched my channel, you know my favorite drugstore powder is the Revlon Candid. I love this. I even like the component because it does close. That way if you travel, it's not going to spill all over the place. It's just a beautiful, blurring, light powder that doesn't dry you out, but it also does have some oil control. So this is my favorite, but I know this can be hard to find, so I always recommend the Maybelline Fit Me. You can find it almost anywhere. You can find it in a compact or in the loose powder, and I haven't used it in a while. I'm just gonna set under my eyes real quick. It's the only thing about this shade, I don't have the lighter one, so it is going to darken up my concealer a little bit. Bronzer and contour. Here I have some picks for my favorite contour. Now, OG, they re-released it. It's awesome. The e.l.f. contour. It does have the highlight on the other end. I never use that part. But the Wonder Stick, fantastic contours. These are awesome. Easy. They blend amazing. Then our next contender is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand. This shade is awesome for contour. Nice and cool. These blend out great. They have a little bit of a glow. One of the easiest things you can do is finding a foundation stick or concealer in a shade that you like for a contour. I have this one from Makeup Revolution when I'm fair. It's like the perfect like bronzer contour shade. I'm not an enormous fan of Makeup Revolution, but there were two things they did right, and I'm using them right now. And one was their foundation stick. So I'm actually going to use a little bit of the e.l.f. contour. And I think a mistake a lot of people make is using too big of a brush and using too much contour. So your contour is supposed to mimic that shadow right there, and the shadow right there, and up here. Okay, e.l.f. goes in the kit. Now I'm going to use the Revolution Fast Base. And show you what a pretty bronzer that makes. This one's more natural. Not pretty. And it adds a little extra coverage, especially if you have like age spots, sunspots. But the other thing Makeup Revolution did right was their Ultra Cream Bronzer. This is amazing. It just blends effortlessly, and you can use it over powder. It doesn't get all gloppy. This is by far my favorite cream drugstore bronzer. So that one's going in the kit. If you're not a cream bronzer kitten, I'll give you some powders. Uma by Sharon C. Bronzer. You can get it at Walmart. This is called Shady. It's the Flawless in Real Life bronzer. I love this. Of course, you have the Physicians Formula bronzers. They're always great. The Flower Beauty Heat Wave bronzer is amazing. It's my favorite powder drugstore bronzer, but I don't have it at the moment. So I'm going to use my second favorite, which is the L'Oreal Lumi bronzer. And I like to just set my cream bronzer with this because it has a little bit of a glow. Into the kit. Okay, I'm just gonna set the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished setting the face and I went ahead and did basically the same thing on the bottom that I did on the top. So I am gonna put my 2 palettes in the kit, and we'll put Miss Maybelline in there. Now let's finish the eyes. So let's talk about mascara. So pretty much anything from Essence I'm a fan of. This one, Lash Like a Boss, I like this, the waterproof version. Curvy wand, yeah, it's just really good. And then this one from Milani is the highly rated lash extension, and this is the Thrive dupe. This is a tubing mascara. I mean, it is literally identical. So I'm going to use this one today. In the meantime, I am going to get my lashes ready. There's only one glue that I use when I have it, and that is the Kiss Eye Envy. It's got to be this one, the Super Strong Hold Clear. This is the best I've ever found. Of course, my eye is going to water today. Normally what I do is just apply my lash glue while I put on my mascara. And I'm going to put the lashes here. If I had to pick just one lash, it would be these. They were my go-to for the longest time. Carried these in my kit too. They look great on everybody. And because my shadow is so dark, you're really not going to be able to see anything with the mascara, but trust me, it's really good. Let it dry. Oh, I also put it on my earrings after I set my face. My little Pac-Man. And of course I got mascara on my face. Alright, Milani goes in the bag. I know this is gonna transfer, so I'll get that off when it dries. Okay, for cream blush, I have 2. NYX makes a great one, but I have the Essence Baby Got Blush. This is a really good one. This is really pretty, really vibrant, but it doesn't come in a ton of colors. Now my favorite, back to this brand, AF94. These are my favorite drugstore cream blushes. They come in really fun colors. I love this like purpley color, orange. I'm gonna use this one today. But yeah, these are so good. They don't disrupt makeup. The test for me is when I can use cream on top of my powder. It's so cute. So yeah, get your hands on some of these. This is going in the kit. And then because I'm extra, I always set it with a powder blush. So CoverGirl, these high pigment blushes are absolutely unreal. I don't know what else to say. They're so freaking pigmented that they're a little intimidating, but they're amazing. These are absolutely awesome. And this was from the Barbie collection. I actually wanted to set this with this shade right here. I like a lot of blush. I know I look crazy. I'm gonna tone it all down in a minute. Highlighter. So again, I have 3. First of all, e.l.f. came out with the Halo Glow Beauty Wand. So if you like a liquid highlight, you have that. One of my OG favorites, the Revlon Skin Lights. It's so pretty. One of the best drugstore highlights. But this one has a special place in my heart. It is the Coty Airspun Loose Highlighter. And I know loose highlighters can be a bit of a pain in the butt. But my God, it's gorgeous. It has this pinky gold iridescent color. I mean, I don't care if it's in or out. I'm not gonna stop using the highlighter. And actually, I'm gonna take a little bit on the inner corner of my eye. Yeah, this is a hidden gem. I never hear anyone talk about these. My friend Thorn, I heard them talk about this all the time, and they're the only one I've heard talk about this. It's awesome. So this is going in my kit. Now let's do a setting spray and then lips and we're done. Flower Beauty, Seal the Deal. They have several depending on your skin needs, but my bottle broke. Okay, lips. There's so many good lip products at the drugstore. I pulled out a lot for you guys to choose from, but CoverGirl makes an awesome Simply Ageless lip flip liner. So it's like flat, and you actually can use it to fill your lips in. It's really, really good. So it's kind of like a 2-for-1. Essence 8-hour matte liners. Amazing. Flower Beauty's liners. Same idea as the CoverGirl. These are so good. But my two favorites are the Revlon Color Stay Longwear and the LA Girl Shockwave liners. Now the colorful ones that I use on my eye are actually lip liners. But the nude shades, they're amazing as well. For lipsticks, I love the e.l.f. O-Face lipsticks. The Maybelline Ulta Matte. I love these components. When you have small lips like me, it makes it easier putting them on. And then of course, for one that's not gonna budge, the NYX Shine Loud. Yeah, Shine Loud. So this dries down and then the gloss goes on top, and then it's transfer proof. And I really like these if you need something that's gonna last a long time. So I'm actually gonna use the one I got in the Jennifer Coolidge collab, Dirty Pillows. Okay, and then finally we have gloss, and I'm gonna show you my favorites. So honorable mention is these CoverGirl Demi Glosses. These are awesome, as well as the new e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil. This one's kind of new, so I'm just still testing it out, but I like it so far. But these are great. They actually have like a fluffy formula. I don't know how else to describe it, and it stays on a while. So, but my two ride or die are going to be the Maybelline Lifter glosses. There's a reason why these are so popular. And this one doesn't get enough love. The Revlon Super Lustrous the Gloss. I gotta say, if I had to choose, it's probably going to be the Revlon, just because of like I don't know. I'm not going to choose. I'm going to pick both in the kit, but today I'm going to use the Revlon. It feels so high-end. It almost reminds me of like the Pat McGrath formula. I love this. So our lip products go in our kit. All right, let's zoom out. Okay, and here is our final look with our ultimate drugstore kit, and here's our little kit. There it is. It would fit in a cosmetic bag. It looks like a lot more than it is. I just wanted to do something different, guys, and show you that you don't always have to spend a ton of money to have great makeup days. And like the capitalism is getting worse and worse by the day. And yeah, I just wanted to do something fun, and maybe I pulled out something you haven't used in a while and it'll inspire you to use it. Or maybe you have somebody in your life who is just building their kit, or maybe you are just starting out in your makeup journey and you're building your first kit. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was entertaining, and I hope you liked the video. Oh, do you want to say goodbye? Bowie's gonna continue napping, and I'm gonna say goodbye. Oh, you are gonna say goodbye? He needs to be groomed so bad soon. Alright, y'all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon. Love you. Bye. Bye. Bye, guys. Oh, and make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if I didn't say that already. What the hell?